So let me give you the entire flow, right, on how the conversations can be started, how the tickets will be created. So the entire flow, right? So first, Jikoo should be embedded in your website for Jikoo to work. So you could use it as a chatbot for customer support, or you could also use it for lead generation or even improving your PPC ads as well. Here, purely in our website, we are using it for solving queries, right? So since we are doing an LTD, so people who come to our site, 90% of the queries are based on the LTD queries only. So what we have done here is we are asking people to choose an option in case they want to learn more about Jikoo or they want to talk to support or sales. So now what I'm doing is I'm saying skip the bot, talk to sales, right? So what this initial conversation will do is it will ask for my email address. So the end user will be providing his email address, his phone number, and the relevant details. So now it is saying thanks for sharing the query, and it is checking for available agents right now, right? So what will happen if there is no automation is so all the queries which is not automatically assigned will come under the new tab, right? So now at 6:17 we have raised this query. So this is the query. So it is coming to the unassigned tab, which is the new tab. Now what I can do is I can pick this query on my own, or we can also automatically assign this. So we have it disabled. So now what I can do is I can assign this ticket to myself, or I can also assign it to someone else from my team. So I can just click on this and assign the ticket to someone else from my team, right? So now I can just go ahead and reply to these queries directly, right? So if I'm dropping a hi here, so the hi will be available immediately here in the chat box. So we can establish to and fro conversations, right? So the chatbot did the initial lead qualification. So now what I'm doing is I'm focusing more on the relevant conversation through a live chat, which is assigned to a person, right? So now let's focus more on the focused inbox since we are in the inbox and doing ticketing and conversations. So we'll see what is actually focused inbox and how you can use it, right? So you take any chat platform which is available, all the chats will be available as one infinite conversation, right? So you take any chat product. So even WhatsApp as a solution, it gives you one infinite conversation. So it is difficult for people to understand, right? So now let's say this query is done. So this particular person is asking for a sales query. Now support query is sorted. So now the sales query should be assigned to someone else. So I cannot change the ticket here and assign it. It will be confusing for the person. So in Jikoo, this is what we call as focused inbox. So you can create a new ticket from this entire conversation actually. So that will be ticket number 819. So I'm assigning the ticket to myself. You can also assign it to the sales team if you want, right? So immediately what will happen is a new ticket will be created with ticket ID 819. So this is one of the focused inbox features which I told you. Now this ticket will be to the sales team and this ticket will be to the support team. So irrespective of the support team or the sales team which they are responding, so the person who is on the chat will get the same response. So they will not have any problems. They'll still talk with the business in a unified fashion. And for people who are replying, the customer support agents who are replying, there are two individual conversations. Now, in case I want to tag someone from my team, I can quickly tag someone from my team, right? I can ask them to take care of this query as well, right? So this becomes a very focused stuff for individual people. So now this ticket 819, this query will be only working on the sales part. So 818 will work on the support part. So you can create multiple tickets, right? So this is what we call the ticketing engine. So this becomes easy for the entire company to process tickets. So now at the end of the day, only if the query is sorted, the ticket can be closed, right? So now I can just go and close the ticket and update it. So now this query is sorted. So similarly, I can go and put this query on hold as well, right? So I can just put it on hold because somebody is working on it. So then after it is on hold, I can come back and respond to it, right? So now what I can do is I can also minimize this. So I can just focus on one single ticket. Or in case I want to get a conversation history of multiple tickets, I can maximize this and view multiple tickets. So even 10, 20 tickets can be loaded parallelly here. So this is what we called as focus inbox. So the idea behind the focused inbox is you can see what really you want to work on and go and respond to it immediately. So you will not be focusing on other distractions. So this is what the focused inbox is about, right? So next we'll see how the customizable intelligent tags work. So for example, now we have ticket number 818. So in case I want to add a tag, so tags are basically sticker which you based on customers, right? So now let's say a customer quotation number for this particular ticket is 1224. So this is a simple text option which I'm adding as a tag, right? So that tag is added immediately. So now let's say you want to attach a document, right? So what you can do is you can also select anyone. All these tags which you see on here is completely customized, right? So now let's say this customer is a new customer. So I'm adding this tag and placing it here. So now we have this data here. So this is how the customizable tags work. So now what you see here is for an individual ticket. So in the right hand side, I don't have the contact data. So I can also update the contact data here, right? I can also update the company name. So all the details about the particular customer can be updated on the right hand side. And we also have an option called as primary agent. So primary agent is nothing but when the ticket is assigned to a person, it will go to that particular person immediately. So it's more around account management. So I can also add a contact based tag as well. Now let's say I know this contact is from India. So I can choose the country as India, right? And then what I can do is I can also tag my team and add contacts based notes. So I can say this is a priority customer, please take care. So that is how this inbox works seamlessly between your tickets, tags, and notes and understanding where the customers are. And when you click on the tickets, it will also gonna show you the list of tickets the customer is already working on. So getting the entire history of the customer also becomes more easy for you at the end of the day. Right. So this is the core of the inbox. Right? So now
So, what
let's
is the
go.
difference between the contacts tags and the tags you assigned at the top of the ticket?
Yeah. So ticket tags is basically for that individual ticket identification, right? You wanna see, okay, somebody could come for a sales query, support query, right? So 819 was a sales query, 818 was a support query. So that is how you can differentiate between support queries and sales queries. Or one customer to breakfast. So that could be a different tag, and customer coming for lunch will be a different tag. So that is the difference between ticket tags. So it will be helpful. But contact is for lifetime, right? So
Okay, makes
if
sense.
you want to add something about a customer, it is going to stay in the CRM for lifetime.
And if I want to see all the tags of the support ticket based on one single tag, can I see all those list as well?
Yeah, that also can be seen in the dashboard. So now,
Mm.
for example, Alston, I just tested the contact, right? I have the email, the name of the agent who this is assigned to, the tag I assigned you, the list of tickets, the notes, right? So why this is called as customizable CRM or customizable contact management is, so once you open this, you can edit the contact basically. In a typical CRM, you can add phone number, email, and company details. But here, since the tags are available, in case you want to add an issue type to all the customers who are coming in. Let's say everybody has a refund issue. So that data also can be added to the customer here. So that's why the variables you add inside this particular CRM is completely customizable. So you could also add details like which state the customer is from, right? Or is he a happy customer or a sad customer? What is his NPS rating? Whether already he has purchased something or your e-commerce store, how many orders has he purchased, right? What was his delivery address? So many information can be stored immediately inside the tag so that you can go and quickly generate reports on them. So how this will be helpful is, let's say I want to filter out customer whose country is India and they have ordered for more than 10,000 rupees in the past 30 days. So those kind of things can come into scenario, and I'm applying a tag called India here. So now all the list of customers whose country is India, which I've marked, will be coming out here. So now their tickets are also here. So I can just click on the particular ticket and I can go and see the entire conversation history, right? So life becomes very easy for me because all the information is available in one or two clicks for me, right? So that is why the intelligent tags, which goes and closely works along with the CRM. So the tags is what, like, one of the core, right? So it is working along with the ticketing. So tags, you can also use it in contacts as well, right? When I'm adding a contact, I have an option to add a tag to him. Now let's say, for example, the display role is a salesperson, right? I can add it directly here. Or let's say, for example, this person has completed a course. Let's say he's a simple CBSE course. So you can just add it here and submit. You can also add experience, his relevant skill sets, what are his coding skills, how long is he with the company, is a manager or not. So
We
those
have the
kind of,
full control over the tags, right? So we can add all the things we want, the
correct.
create tags we need and values, right?
Yeah, correct. So under
Okay.
tags, option to create them. So if you see, let's say, for example, priority, I have four tags here: high, medium, on hold, and low. You can go ahead and create multiple tags, right? So that answers the focused inbox, the CRM, as well as the intelligent
Tags.
tags. So we'll come to the core of the product, which is more on the flow builder, right? So the flow builder is actually designed to make sure that you can just stuffs and create bots immediately, right? So let me create a simple flow then show you so that you can also get some idea on like why this is very simple. So when you're creating a flow, it will ask you for a channel, right? So this is something which is very unique. So what I can do is the channel is basically your website, right? So now when I'm creating a pricing bot, I can choose the channel as my pricing page. So the code it is going to give, you can just push it in your pricing page and take it live immediately. Or if the code is already embedded, you can just quickly add the channel and replicate it immediately there. So that is one of the ideas here, right? So just taking it on a sample landing page. Now let's say I want to send a welcome message, right? Let's say I'm saying, hey, hi. So, and I want to ask this guy using buttons, why is he here for, right? He could say, okay, I'm here for a webinar, or he could say I'm for support. Or third option, he's saying I want to book a meeting, right? So you can also add your Calendly link here. So any link you can just take it and paste it here. You can redirect people as well. So now I have three buttons. I'm just connecting the welcome message to the buttons, and that's pretty much it. So a simple quick bot is done. So if people want to go to the webinar, you can construct it, or support, you can choose it. If people are saying they want to book a meeting, you can just send their meeting link and you can navigate them, right? So that's how simple it is. It is creating a bot. So now let's say people are saying support, you can collect information from the support. So you want to understand whether he is an existing customer. You can collect text, phone numbers, URL. You can also take files in, or you can also collect email addresses and validate them as well, right? So now let's say I'm collecting a text, right? So the beauty is this data can be pushed to the CRM as I told you in terms of tags and synced as well, right? So now let's say you're collecting the country, you can push it to an individual tag. So now when you open the contact, you know all the tag details. So you don't have to update anything manually, right? So the tags work synchronously throughout the product. So wherever you go, the tags will be helpful for you, right? So this is a simple flow. Now, okay, I'm selecting a target action. So I can save it to the contact or I can just keep it in the chat. So I prefer saving it to the contact. Now when you're previewing this, okay, let's add the name. So when I'm previewing this, it will show the details. Okay, support, it is asking for the name. I'm entering the name. Right. So now this contact data will be shown to the contacts immediately. Right. So this is how the flow builder is designed. So yeah, so basically the idea is quickly someone can come create a chatbot and take it live on your web. Right. So that is the overall idea. So I'm just saving this. So how you can take this and take it live is you will come to the channels now. So which channel you have added the chatbot, you can just copy the code, right? So once you copy the code, you will be able to take this bot live on your landing page, right? So that's how simple it is to use the product, right? And when you come to the dashboard, you'll get more details on the number of tickets which are assigned, how many tickets are closed, and you can also use your tags to generate the data here, and you can export them into an Excel in case you want to push it to any data analytics tool,
Mm.
right? So that is the quick overview on how Jikoo works as a product.